Imagine that for 100 years, all of humanity disappears, leaving the Earth without any human influence. What would happen? Hello, everyone. Today we will journey 100 years into the future to contemplate what might occur in our world if humanity were to suddenly disappear and not intervene in the environment for a whole century. This unique journey will allow us to explore possible scenarios that could take place if human presence on Earth were pushed into the background for an extended period. After 100 years without human interference, our planet would start to behave in surprising ways. Wild forests and jungles would reclaim abandoned cities, returning to their original wilderness. Surprisingly, research shows that animals and plants have the ability to quickly recolonize areas that we've left behind. An example of this can be seen in the city of Chernobyl, where after the nuclear disaster, the area became a wild habitat for many animal species. Furthermore, studies indicate that abandoned cities would become oases for biodiversity. These areas would become havens for animals, finding peaceful and unrestricted environments for their development. An example can be found in Detroit, where nature gradually reclaims vacant urban land after an industrial crisis. Naturalists have discovered the presence of rare plant species that have found favorable conditions for growth there. Structures that were once symbols of our civilization would gradually be destroyed by natural forces. Studies show that without proper maintenance, materials such as concrete and steel are susceptible to degradation, especially in the face of extreme weather conditions. Thus, large bridges and skyscrapers could collapse, becoming mere ruins. Animals that were pushed to the fringes by human expansion would reclaim urban areas once again. More and more daring animal herds would appear everywhere, and their populations would quickly increase. Of course, this assumption may vary depending on the region, but some cities already experience visits from wild animals that reclaim their habitats. In Japan, in the abandoned town of Okuma, after the Fukushima nuclear disaster, wild animals such as deer and wild foxes began to occupy the area. If humans were to suddenly vanish, certain aspects of our environment would dynamically change. There would be a noticeable decline in greenhouse gas emissions, such as carbon dioxide, leading to a temporary alleviation of the greenhouse effect. The atmosphere would gradually cleanse itself, and carbon dioxide levels would begin to decrease. Our absence would also impact water availability. Halting human water-related activities would result in changes in natural water cycles. As a result, some regions might experience excessive rainfall, while others could face periods of drought. However, even though our presence significantly affects some aspects of climate and the environment, much still depends on natural climatic cycles. Without our intervention, the climate would continue to undergo changes due to solar activity, oceanic cycles, and volcanic eruptions. It would remain a dynamic and unpredictable force. Eventually, our planet would become independent of human presence. Clean air and water, along with regenerating forests, would contribute to restoring ecological balance. Research has shown that in the absence of anthropogenic pollution, the natural environment can regenerate itself. The air would become cleaner, and the forests would become lusher. According to a UN report, if pollution and deforestation processes were not stopped, up to 82% of terrestrial ecosystems would be at risk, and some of them could completely disappear. However, without human presence, our technological and cultural achievements would be forgotten. The cities we were once proud of would gradually vanish, leaving only traces of our past. Future archaeologists would uncover remnants of our civilization, studying the ruins of our buildings and attempting to understand our customs and technologies. Interestingly, archaeological research allows us to uncover secrets of the past, but access to information may sometimes be limited by material degradation. An example of this is the ancient city of Pompeii, which was buried under ash after the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, revealing the daily life and culture of people from that era. In conclusion, if we were to vanish for 100 years, our planet would return to wilderness, and nature would triumph over civilization. It would be both a fascinating and thought-provoking vision that makes us contemplate our role on this beautiful yet intricate planet. If you enjoyed our content, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest productions.